Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing, guys? I hope that you are in a good health. Today, we're going to talk about Module 5 in your Action Pack book, which is on page 48. We are going to discuss a very important issue, which is money. The title of our module is Money Doesn't Bring Happiness. So, do you agree with this statement that if you have money, you are happy, and if you do not have money, will you be a happy person? I want you to answer this question and give me your opinion regarding it after we discuss our unit. So, our title is Money Doesn't Bring Happiness, and our title or our lesson's title is A Miser's Final Wish. In this unit or in this module, we're going to have 3 brown boxes, which are our vocab that we have to know their meanings in order to understand our text when we are analyzing it. And we have a couple of questions. This is number 1, which is what is most important to you? إيش الإشي الأهم إلك? Is it money, health, family, or friends? And we have another question regarding also money. Do you save some of the money your parents give you? How do you save it? What do you spend it on? Okay? These 2 questions, I want you guys to think about them and to answer them along with your homework, which will be on your student book, page 51, exercise 3 and 4, and in your activity book, page 38. And do not worry, I will also place it in the education or education page. So, we now knew what we are going or what is our plan regarding module 5, and let's start analyzing or talking about it in greater details, but from our book. So now grab your books and go to page 48 in your student book, and please follow up with me. So now, everybody, please open your book to page 48, and let's look at the picture that we have. Here you see our title, Money Doesn't Bring Happiness. Let's talk about the first question that we placed on the board, which is, before you start, what is most important to you? إيش الإشي الأهم عندك? To have lots of money، يكون معك كثير مصاري. To be healthy، ولا يكون بصحة جيدة. To have a happy family، يكون في عندك أسرة سعيدة. Or to have a lot of friends، أو يكون في عندك أصدقاء كثيرة. You can put these in terms and see which is more important than the other. Is it money, family, health, or friends? Priorities. أولويات. إيش هي أولوياتك بالحياة؟ إيش هي أولوياتك بالحياة؟ Let's now go to our first brown box, which has the meanings or the vocab that we are going to learn. Number 1 is to borrow، هي معناها يستلف. To earn، يكسب. To save، يوفر. To make money. To make alone, it means يصنع. But here, according to our text, when I say to make money, هي to gain، كيف يكسب المال. To earn. So it's a synonym with to earn. and positions معناها ممتلكات. So one more time: to borrow, to earn, to save, to make money, and positions. Let's go to the second brown box. More meanings, more vocab. Number one is debt. The B is silent. Debt, and it means دين. لما واحد باخذ مصاري من حدا ثاني، يستلف منه مصاري. To borrow money from another person. Wasteful, مسرف. Sensible, معقول. Bankrupt, مسرف. Stolen أو bankrupt, مفلس. So he doesn't have money. No more money. Stolen, مسروق. Thrifty, مقتصد. Fraud, تزوير. Generous, كريم. Charitable, خيري. Greedy, جشع. One more time: debt, wasteful, sensible, bankrupt, stolen, thrifty, fraud, generous, charitable, greedy. Let's now go to page 50 and start looking at our lesson that we are going to analyze. Here we have the title of it: A Miser's Final Wish. When I say miser, it means البخيل, the person who doesn't want to spend money. Final معناها نهائي. And wish اللي هي إيش؟ الرغبة أو الأمنية. معناته a miser's final wish means رغبة البخيل النهائية. So we understand from the text that it is talking about a person who is a miser man, and he doesn't want to spend money, and he wishes something before he dies. Let's look at our question. Before you start, do you save some of the money your parents give you, or do you spend it all? هل بتوفر save يوفر as we said before, أو هنا معنى spend اللي هي it's the antonym عكس ضد the word save. So here we have save and its antonym is spend it all. How do you save it? كيف بتحتفظ فيه؟ What do you spend it on? وعلى إيش بتصرف المصاري اللي أنت بتحوشها أو بتحتفظ فيها. We have a third brown box which is full with vocab. Let's talk about them. Miser حكينا البخيل. Bank note اللي هو الإشعار البنكي. Penny قرش. Coffin النعش. To lead a life. to lead لحالها تعني القيادة. To lead the life هون in the text it means to experience a life or to have a life, يعني يعيش الحياة. Ceremony اللي هي المراسم. إيش يعني المراسم؟ يعني في عندك أنت مناسبة معينة an occasion وهون بسوي لها مراسم. It's okay such as a wedding ceremony, a death ceremony. Bank account اللي هو الحساب البنكي. okay لما أنت يكون عندك حساب بالبنك. check اللي هو الشيك. One more time: miser, banknote, penny, coffin, to lead a life, ceremony, bank account, and check. Let's go now to our text and start to analyze it with the help of these meanings in order to understand it more. Please, students, follow up with me. This is our text that we are going to read and analyze. We are going to scan in order to understand. Please follow up with me, pay attention, and grab your pens or pencils in order to write the meanings of the new words. Let's start. Mr. Lin was a really hard-working man. Every day, he worked for 10 or 12 hours, and he slept for just a few. So we know that our character's name is Mr. Lin, and he works very hard. How many hours does he work? He worked for 10 or 12 hours. And how many hours did he sleep? He slept for just a few hours, للقليل من الساعات. Mr. Lin had only one purpose in mind, to make a lot of money and to spend as little of it as possible. He was a miser. So let's go back. Mr. Lin, they are telling us about him, and they say that his one aim, his one goal, هدفه الأساسي كان to make a lot of money, بس إنه يحوش أو يجمع الكثير من المال and to spend as little of it as possible ويصرف أقل كمية منه. He was a miser. So what is the characteristic of Mr. Lin? He was a miser. إيش الصفة اللي كان يشتهر فيها؟ هو كان إنسان بخيل. حكينا إنه miser, he is the person who doesn't want to spend money. Let's go to paragraph 2. As he did not trust in banks, Mr. Lin kept all of the banknotes that he saved inside shoe boxes. When you go to a shoe store, and you buy a shoe, they place this shoe or the shoe in a shoe box. So he had these shoe boxes, and he put all his banknotes اللي حكينا عنهم الإشعارات البنكية بهذا البوكس. Every night, كل ليلة, before going to sleep, Mr. Lin sat and looked at his money. كان يجلس ويتأمل أو ينظر له الفلوس اللي معاه، المال تبعه. One night, he called his wife and said, معناته هنا صرنا عارفين إنه هو متجوز. He is a married man, and he called his wife. What did he say to his wife? He said, when I die, I want you to take all of my money and place it inside my coffin. بدي إياكي تجمعي كل الفلوس اللي عندي، كل المال اللي عندي، وتحطيه معايا بالنعش تبعي. I want to take all of my money with me. بدي أخذ كل المال معي. Even the few pennies I have saved. حتى القروش اللي قليلة اللي أنا جمعتها. Mrs. Lin, مرته, his wife, who was a very good wife and loved him, كانت امرأة صالحة أو زوجة صالحة وحبته in spite of على الرغم من the miserly life he was leading، على الرغم من الحياة البخيلة اللي كان هو قائدها أو عايشها أو معيشها إياها. said شو حكت له؟ What did she answer him? I promise you that when you die, I will put all the money in the coffin with you. أنا بوعدك لما تموت راح أحط كل المال اللي أنت جمعته معاك بالنعش. One day, Mr. Lin died. So, his life came to an end and he died. مات. خلينا نشوف. Did she do what she promised or not? Let's see. Mrs. Lin was sitting next to her closest friend during the ceremony. كانت جالسة بالقرب من صديقتها في المراسم. When the ceremony finished and before the coffin was closed, Mrs. Lin said, wait, just a minute. So, هنا كانت هي جالسة بجنب صاحبتها بالمراسم، وقبل ما يخلص المراسم and before the coffin was closed وقبل ما يسكروا على النعش، حكت مسز لين wait just a minute، انتظروا لدقيقة. She had a large shoebox with her. She stood up, went to the coffin and placed the shoebox inside it. Then the coffin was closed and buried. وقفت وجابت الشوبوكس اللي كان معها وحطته بالنعش، اوكي، بالانسايد بالنعش، وبعدين النعش اتسكر ودفن. buried means دفن. Her friend said, I hope you weren't crazy enough to put all that money in the coffin. صديقتها استغربت، حكت لها أنا بأمل إنك ما وصلتي لدرجة الجنون إنك تحطي كل الفلوس هاي اللي كان محوشها معاه بالنعش. شو حكت لها مسز لين؟ شو جاوبتها؟ I am a good wife. أنا زوجة صالحة. said Mrs. Lin. I promised him that I was going to put his money in the coffin with him and I did. أنا وعدته لمستر لين إنه أحط كل فلوسه معه بالنعش، وأنا عملت، لأنه there is a proverb in Arabic it says وعد الحر دين. Her friend, you mean to tell me you put every penny of his money in the coffin with him? معناته أنت قاعدة بتقصد إنك تحكي لي إنك حطيتي كل قرش هو جمعه من فلوسه معاه في القبر؟ Of course، بالطبع، said the wife، حكت الزوجة Mrs. Lin. I got it all together، جمعته كلياته، put it into my bank account، وحطيته بحساب مصرفي إلي، بحسابي اللي في البنك، and then wrote him a check، وكتبت له فيه شيك. هذا الشيك انتوا عارفين because he died he wouldn't be able to cash it, okay, to have it in cash, so she did what her husband asked her to do, but in a very smart way. Now we have read the text, we analyzed it. Please read it again, study it, take a look at the vocab that we have, and you guys know that we have their meanings as an English vocab at the back of our workbook or activity book on module or in module 5. Alright, so know their meanings in Arabic and in English, and read the text again in order to be able to solve the exercises and your homework. And I am going to write to you a couple of questions in order to give me your opinion regarding them, along with your homework, which will be on pages 51 in your student book and on page 38 in your activity book. I hope you understood what we were talking about, and please, if you have any question regarding pronunciation, how to pronounce the word، كيف بتلفظ أي كلمة، or a meaning، okay، معنى أي كلمة مش عارفها، please do not hesitate to ask me. Okay, you have WhatsApp, you have Education, alright, you know how to contact me and I will be glad to help you. Alright, and please do your homework and submit it in the right place and right time. You guys have a good day and please stay safe and hope to see you very, very, very soon. Thank you and bye bye.